Welcome back to D20 Tactics. On this channel I play Dungeons & Dragons with my friends, and we explore combat scenarios and play out the tactics used to defeat monsters quickly and safely, giving you more time to get back to roleplaying. I'm your host and Dungeon Master, Sarson0, and today I'm joined by BlindOracle, Fear No Equal, Azure Wolf, and LongFish. Together we'll run through typical battles that adventurers might see playing Dungeons & Dragons. This is the 6th and final encounter in the Beguiled Forest, so if you missed the start, you can find a link to it in the description below. Grab your dice, draw your sword, and let's jump into combat. Hit points, abilities, spells, items in hand.
40 of 61 hit points, short bow in hand.
48 out of 67 hit points, Warhammer and Shield. I have one level 1 spell and one level 4 spell, and one channel divinity remaining.
47 hit points, 2 second slots left, 1 4th level slot, 2 charges on the wand left.
55 out of 86 hit points, carrying a greatsword +1. I still have action surge available. I do not have second wind.
Monsters, abilities, items, and numbers. The monster is a young green dragon. The number is 1. The items are none. The abilities are multi-attack, they can bite and they can claw, and poison breath, which recharges on a 5 or a 6 for 12d6 poison damage and a 30-foot cone. They're immune to poison, as one might expect of a green dragon that breathes poison. They actually have a fairly high passive perception, so you're going to have to start making rolls again. And really good saves. They can also breathe air and water. They have fly speed of 60, they have a swim speed of 40, and they have a ground speed of 40 if for whatever reason I wanted to use that. Blind sight of 30 feet, so if you want to hide and then use that for advantage, you're going to have to be outside of their 30-foot range. Dark vision for 120, but that's not going to matter. Terrain and effects. The water is a DC 10 athletics check to resist a strong current flowing to the west from the east, a DC 15 athletics check to swim towards the east at all, and there's a maximum of 1 of those per turn. If you fail the athletics check in the water, you will move towards the west by 3 squares. The cliffs are crumbly, and so while the handholds are available, they're not all valid handholds, and you're going to have trouble climbing them, so it'll be a DC 15 athletics check to climb the cliffs.
Can we fall from the top of the cliffs because they're crumbly?
Yeah, just like you can, if you fail any athletics check, you could fall, but...
Right, but they can't crumble under us.
No, there's lots of handholds, but they're crumbly. That's the terrain. Tactics. What are your tactics for fighting a dragon?
What's the DC on the breath weapon? Not the DC, the save type. Is it Constitution?
It is a Constitution save, yes.
Okay, cool. So dodges aren't going to benefit us in that one.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, we got to find some way of coming to grips with that thing, at least those of us who are melee.
You definitely don't want to stand together. Unfortunately, I think that's probably going to be it. Spread out and hope.
Yeah.
I can give somebody freedom of movement.
I don't think that helps us any, if I'm being really honest.
You can try banishment, I could try polymorph, or banishment.
I don't think banishment does anything for us here. It's not staying gone, and we have nothing to achieve while it is gone.
It's going to come down to, I think, just hope we can drop it before it drops us.
Just throw as many damage spells at it.
Try to burst it down.
And my damage is going to be lower because hiding from this thing is going to be tough.
If I can get into melee contact, I can try and grapple it, which should keep it from moving, but I have to get into melee contact first, so.
All right, let's do this. Roll initiative. Anybody have higher than a 20? Anybody have between a 20 and a 15?
Do you need me to roll for the elemental? He's got a 17.
17.
16 for the fighter.
Anybody have between a 15 and a 10? 11 on the dragon? Anybody have between a 10 and a 5?
8 for the wizard.
Cleric on 8.
Air Elemental, you're up first.
Let's get him to move. Fly of 90 towards that big guy.
What's the action?
He just dodges it because that's what he does if he can attack.
Sounds good. After that, we're going to go to the BlindOracle.
So I'd like to move diagonal to the southeast. I'm trying to get to behind the big rock, so I have dash action to get there and then take the hide action when I get there. 29.
That'll definitely do it. After that, we're going to go to the Fear No Equal.
Dash, pretty much straight to the east. I think I'll have to duck a little bit south. And then bonus action, use my ring of jumping.
After that, we're going to go to the dragon. Dragon does not want to spend its turn mauling an air elemental. Dragon's going to fly to there. It's going to be 25 feet up in the air, and then it's going to breathe a cone of poison on the fighter. Fighter, please give me a DC 14 Constitution save.
I am going to fail. An 11.
All right, 12d6 poison. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 exactly. Take 50 points of poison damage. which, by the way, ties your record for most amount of damage in a single action.
And is wildly above expected value.
That is also true, yeah. There's a lot of 4, 5s, and 6s in that bunch. There's a couple of 2s and 3s, not a single one.
I'm at 5 HP.
That's my action, that's my movement. After that, we're going to go to Azure Wolf.
Let's move 25 to the southeast there to where that rock cropping is. But let's go Firebolt, because that's all I've got right now. 14?
14 misses the natural armor.
Okay.
You want 2 squares back?
Yeah, please.
After that, we're going to go to LongFish.
Move me diagonally south. I'm going to throw a Sacred Flame at Green Dragon. DC 16, Dex.
Fails.
11 damage. That's it for me.
And after that, we go to the Air Elemental.
Let's get right next to him. That way I can start attacking. 13's going to miss. That's a 22. 20.
BlindOracle.
I'd like to move up 1, take the shot, at advantage for breaking stealth. Ooh, 13's not going to do it, is it?
13 is not going to do it.
Move back and try to hide. 26 to hide.
26 will do it.
That's the turn.
Fear no equal.
Fellas, I need a tactical consult. I have 2 options as I see it. I am not going to be on the board beyond this turn, probably, so I'm going to use my action surge. I can jump and reach the dragon because of Ring of Jumping. Do I dash, jump, and grapple, or do I throw 4 javelins and then roll over and die?
One of your options is invalid. You cannot throw 4 javelins in a turn because you can't draw that many javelins in a turn.
Oh, that's right. That silly rule.
1 object interaction, which is drawing a weapon. So you could draw 1 in your first action, 1 in your second action. You could throw 2 if you wanted to.
I think the jump and grapple is the move.
Agreed.
25 feet is to the base of the model, I assume?
Yeah, and you would only have to go 20 to actually be within a 5-foot melee range.
Well, right, but then I have to go 25 feet vertically, which counts against my movement distance, so I have to dash.
Sorry, you have to go 20 feet vertically to get to the base of it, because you can attack on a diagonal.
So I still have to dash.
It's diagonal. You just take the max.
Yeah. So then I can just move, grapple, and then potentially action surge to grapple again if the first one fails.
You're going to move 1, 2, because you have to get a 10-foot run up, right?
Yep.
And then jump, and you can 5-foot reach. That's 25.
Yep.
So you're going to get to him. And what are you going to do once you get there?
Grapple, which, yes, I have to go look up the rules for.
Oh, I don't. I grapple all the time when I played in games.
I do not.
You're going to make an athletics check. I'm going to make an acrobatics or athletics at my option. And then if you roll better than I do, then I get 0 movement, which is going to get real interesting.
And I don't get advantage for doing something incredibly dumb.
No, you don't. But you're probably going to succeed because I got a 12.
My athletics is +8. That's a 27.
Yes!
I'm going to get 0 movement when I'm grappled. When I fly with 0 movement, I no longer fly. So I'm going to drop to the ground and take 10 points of bludgeoning damage on the way down.
Do I take bludgeoning damage when I hit the ground? Presumably I'm on the dragon in some fashion.
No, you're not. You're holding on to the dragon. You're grappling the dragon. You're not riding the dragon.
I'm attached to the dragon in some fashion.
You'd have to continue your movement and land. And it's a large creature. Yeah, you're still within range of it.
All I really need to clarify is, do I need to drink a potion before I hit the ground?
Yeah, you probably want to.
I need to drink a potion. So we are going to action surge to drink a potion while riding the crashing dragon.
Finish your attack so that you don't lose it.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Again, grappling I'm not used to. So I do get to make that extra attack.
Problem, you are out 1 hand because you're grappling the dragon. So you need to make an attack that only requires 1 hand.
You punch the dragon for 1 damage.
All of my weapons are two-handed.
Not all of them. You have 10 javelins, so you can draw a javelin and stick it with it.
This is rapidly moving towards Sparta territory. We're going to melee with a javelin on the dragon that I jumped on.
And because it's an object interaction to draw it, you actually have to drop your great axe below you.
Love it. No, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I will just punch it. I don't want to drop my great axe because it's my magic weapon, and I'm concerned about damage reduction if I drop it. Assuming I survive it.
The creature lands prone, you have advantage on the attack.
Cool, so I'm just attacking for what, 1d2 plus 5?
1 plus strength, so 5.
1 plus 5. Okay, cool. Watch me crit this, watch me crit this. I crit this. I don't think it matters.
It does not. There are no dice to multiply.
So 6 damage for punching it in the face while not letting go of my axe. And then I'm going to action surge to use this potion for 2d4 plus 2 HP. That's going to give me a big ol' 6 HP, puts me at 11.
Cool. And then you're going to drop 15 feet and take 2 points of damage on the way down.
Puts me at 9.
That was a turn. You good?
Good is a stretch, but let's go.
A dragon is going to try to recharge its breath weapon. A dragon is going to succeed at recharging its breath weapon. A dragon is going to breathe on you. Good news for everybody else, they are outside of 30 feet of range, so they're not going to take anything. Go ahead and make a DC 14 Constitution save. 10, 20, 30, take 34 or 17.
I rolled 20, so that's a 23 on my save. I will take 17. I am unconscious. My fighter gasps worth in the dragon's face.
You succeeded on bringing it down.
Yeah, but unfortunately the dragon is now no longer grappled and can just fly straight back up.
I did, however, tank out 2 of its breath weapons so that nobody else had to take that.
Indeed.
We're going to fly 25 feet up. This guy does not have a reach. I'm still within his threat range. He's just going to catch up with me. I need to stay away from the fighter. I don't need to stay away from anybody else. He's going to fly over here and go 25 feet up. Azure Wolf.
Let's move towards the east, towards the fighter. He's in the air, so I have a clear shot at him. Firebolt. That's a 15.
15's a miss.
That's what I figured. Okay.
After that, we go to LongFish.
Healing word on the fighter. Fighter gets 12 hit points.
Yo, we are back.
I'll throw a Sacred Flame at the dragon again.
Okay, you'll need to move, but that's fine. Dragon's going to get 16, which I think will pass.
On the nose, yeah.
And then you move back?
Yeah.
After that, we're going to go to the Air Elemental.
Is it worth trying to knock him prone? Yeah, let's try the whirlwind.
Wait a sec. Whirlwind's a random direction. It could throw it farther away from us.
Yeah, that's true.
We can't really decide where he's going to go, and the more distance he gets, the worse we get.
Let's just do the swing then. 16?
16 will miss.
13's also going to miss.
You good there, or you want to move?
Oh yeah, I want to stay in his threat range.
You got it. You're in its threat range. After that, we go to BlindOracle.
Pop out, take the shot at the dragon. See if we can do better than a 13 this time. 15 this time.
It's not going to make it. Bounces off a scale.
Bounce back and try and hide again.
You got to use the special black arrow.
Right? 27 to hide.
27 will do it. Well, you're getting some of these numbers.
Not the ones that matter.
Fear no equal.
We are going to stand up and draw a javelin and throw a javelin. We are not going to jump this dude again.
Was pretty epic.
If I were closer to him, I would have done it again.
Fair.
I don't think that I want to try that over the water. Here we go. That's going to roll a 19 to hit
19 will connect.
for 9 damage piercing, non-magical. And then we're going to bonus action Ring of Jumping.
Does it not stay on?
I honestly wasn't sure, but I don't have use for my bonus action anyway, so it doesn't matter if it did or did not.
After that, we're going to go to Dragon. Dragon's going to recharge. Well, attempt to. Dragon is going to fail to recharge.
Oh, thank goodness.
Well, we can still maul you, which I think... No, there's a wizard in the open. We're going to drop on him. We're going to take an attack of opportunity, leaving the air elemental's threatened area.
That is a 19.
That'll hit.
That is an 11.
He's going to drop down to the ground. BlindOracle, you are no longer hidden from him.
Yep.
We're going to throw the bite against the wizard. 21 to hit your wizard.
Yeah, it'll connect. Ooh, we might be losing an elemental here, boys.
Yep.
13 points of piercing plus 4 points of poison for a total of 17 damage. And give me a concentration save.
13.
13 will pass. Second attack is a claw. 12 to hit you.
Negative.
Third attack with a claw. 23 to hit you.
Yep.
Take 12 points of slashing damage.
Oh, that was so close.
And another concentration save.
That is an 11.
Pass as well. And from there, I don't want to take the attacks of opportunities. Yeah, because that's going to do a whole mess of damage. All right, cool. After that, we're going to go to the Azure Wolf.
Hey, you did my job for me. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Pull out a scroll, cast Blight.
Oh, no.
Con DC 16.
8.
Oh boy. That is 44 necrotic damage.
After that, anything else? You good?
Yeah, I think I'm good.
LongFish.
Throw a Sacred Flame at it. Dex 16
10. Fails.
for 6 damage. And bonus action, cast Mass Healing Ward. Everybody get 16 hit points.
I'm within range on that.
I think he has to move to see him, but that's easily done.
And then move back.
After that, we go to the Air Elemental.
Get in his range. And going to hit him again. First slam is a 23.
23 hits.
14. That is a 12.
12 is a miss.
And that's it.
BlindOracle.
So I am definitely within melee of this guy at this point.
Very much so.
Dodge is not one of the bonus actions I get, unfortunately, and using a magic item still counts as an action,
Yes,
which is weird, but is what it is.
it is.
Disengage. Let's go ahead and move behind the cleric, and then bonus action to hide.
You probably don't want to do that. You're within his blind sight range, so you can't really hide from him there.
That's right, I'm toast at this point.
You can take a shot, hope for the hit.
Sure, a standard shot. Let's see how this goes. An 11 is not going to hit.
It is not. You have one more square. You want it to stay there, or you want to move?
I'll take the one more square. It's not going to matter.
Probably not. It's a dragon. After that, we go to the Fear No Equal.
I want to kill this thing. Going in for melee attacks with my Great Axe. Attack number 1. That's not going to hit. That's a 13. Attack number 2. That's a 25.
That'll hit,
13 damage.
which is lethal.
I freaking deserved that.
Yes, you do.
Very well played.
I was so worried that you were going to get that hit and take that kill from me.
You threw so many dice at it too. That was so hard to watch. With the dragon slain, the forces return to normal, and the mind-affecting phenomenon have abated. The loot for the level 8 dungeon is 5,600 gold pieces, which comes out to 1,400 gold pieces each. The magic items recovered are a Pearl of Power, a Headband of Intellect, a Potion of Frost Giant Strength, and a Potion of Superior Healing.
Obviously, the guy who tried to grapple a dragon needs a Headband of Intellect.
The next dungeon is Encounters from the Underdark. You're going to travel on an Underdark excursion and see a couple of different monsters along the way. How you're going to do that with only one long rest at the end of it is, well, quite frankly, unlikely, but here we are on D20 Tactics when I think, as BlindOracle can attest, only the unlikely happens. With the green dragon defeated, that's the final encounter in the Beguiled Forest. The players will now level up to level 9 and move on to the next dungeon. Next week, I'll release a video with all 6 encounters from the Beguiled Forest, and we'll talk about the particular challenges of the different encounters. Thank you for stopping by. I'm Saracen Zero, and I will see you next time.